How do 3 women vanish without a trace? This is the Springfield 3. On June 7, 1992, Susie Streeter and Stacy McCall had just graduated high school in Springfield, Missouri, and were in the midst of celebrating. The girls spent the evening attending graduation parties and were last seen at around 2 a.m. by friends. The two had planned to spend the night out at a friend's house, but instead changed their minds and decided to head back to Susie's house where she lived with her mother, Cheryl Levitt. Cheryl spoke to a friend the evening before at 11:15 p.m. They chatted about painting some furniture. All seemed to be fine until the next morning. Neither of the girls showed up to meet their friends the next morning. The group had planned a fun day at the water park, and the girls were supposed to meet them at 9 a.m. and never showed. Their friend Kirby became concerned and went over to Susie's house. Kirby pulled up and saw the women's cars still parked in front. She found the front door unlocked and entered the home. Inside, all of the women's belongings were there. The TV was left on in one of the bedrooms, but the 3 women had vanished. The only member of the family left was Cheryl's Yorkie named Cinnamon, who seemed agitated. There were no signs of a struggle, except the porch light had been shattered, which Kirby's boyfriend swept up in a gesture of being helpful, but is now thought to have destroyed evidence. There was one more strange detail. While there, Kirby answered a disturbing phone call from an unidentified male who made inappropriate innuendos. She hung up and the man called again. Later that day, McCall's mom, Janice, went to the home when she couldn't reach her daughter. She knew there was something very wrong, and she frantically called police from the residence. While there, Janice noticed a voicemail on their machine. She described the message as very strange, but was unintentionally erased. Police believe there might have been a clue of what happened to these 3 women on that message. In December 1992, an America's Most Wanted episode hotline got a phone call from a man who had prime knowledge about the abductions. In an attempt to link the call with Springfield PD, the call was disconnected. The man never called back and was never heard from again. In 1997, a convict named Robert Cox claimed he knew that the women would never be recovered. Police pressed him for information, but that investigation led to more questions and dead ends. 29 years and over 5,000 tips later, this case remains unsolved. What are your thoughts?